Hey there, lunatics! You're watching Headbangers React. I'm GoreCore, and today we're going to hit up another request. So today's request is for the band Bloodbath. We're going to check out the video for Hades Rising that comes off of the album The Arrow of Satan is Drawn. Now, I must admit, I used to be a huge Bloodbath fan. Their first three releases, Breeding Death, Resurrection Through Carnage, and Nightmares Made Flesh, are absolute classics for me. However, after Nightmares Made Flesh, Dan Swano, who I'm a big fan of, was dismissed from the band, and then when I heard the album that came out after the fact, to me, it sounded a little bit more generic and a little more on the American death metal side of things rather than being Swedish. These guys are a Swedish death metal band, so I really wasn't that into it. However, this is from 14 years ago. I feel like I should definitely revisit this because I've heard newer stuff that I've definitely enjoyed, and maybe I was just in one of those moods where I was like, I don't want this to change and I'm not going to give it a chance, but I have become a little more open-minded over the years. So let's get into this and see what they've got for us.
And we see how it sets us free. The first reading. How it sets us
That's a sick group. It definitely sounds a little bit different than the older stuff, so I can see why maybe I wasn't so into the change. But it's still groovy, it's still heavy and sick. I like it. Never go wrong with blood in your videos.
Just provoke beyond the mark of God.
Like that little melody there.
The covenant, the power, the grand. Bury the testament. Son of my demand. Candles quake, mountains burn, skies collapse. Summon descendants, suns eclipse. Seas of the thaw, end of days. Against the horizon. Against the horizon.
Nice little melody there. Kind of wondering if they were going to fade out on this. So we need to fix an error right off the get-go. This is not from the Arrow of Satan is Drawn. This is in fact from the Fathomless Mastery, which made a lot more sense to me because as I was listening to this, I'm like, that's Michael Ackerfeld doing vocals and he hasn't been in the band forever. So I searched this up and realized that I had made an error there. This is the album that followed Nightmares Made Flesh and the one that I initially wasn't a big fan of. Now, having listened to it now, I think it's great. It's definitely catchy, it's groovy, it's sick. Musicians are doing a fantastic job. I probably just wasn't in the mood for that change at the time, and I was probably being a little bit more of a gatekeeper at the time as well. I've definitely gotten to be a little bit more open with certain music and just, appreciating what music is and the way it's gone about. We get locked into stuff that we love, and if you're a fan of a band and they go and change something, it's easy just to dismiss it and be like, oh, you know what, I don't like what they're doing now. So having revisited this, I have a more open mind. I'm not stuck in that same place. So this was great. There's cool grooves in this. It sounds great. There's really nothing bad to say whatsoever. Thought the video looked fantastic. Aside from the fact that it's pretty darkly lit, it was difficult to tell what was taking place here. And I mean, you don't even see Michael's face in the video. We see that there's blood and stuff like that. His face is there, but it's very dark, so you don't see the details by any means. And I'm sure that was on purpose, but again, this is an older video. I'm going to guess it was probably filmed in standard definition as opposed to HD, given that it's 14 years old. I can't remember quite when the changeover happened there, where HD, became prevalent. But nonetheless, I thought this was great. I definitely need to go back and revisit their older material because I'm sure there's a lot of stuff there that I'll enjoy now. So, once again, thank you very much for the request. If you enjoyed this, I highly recommend you check out the band, see what you think. They do have a quite extensive catalog, so there's lots to check out. So if you enjoy them, like any band, support them. If you have a moment to support this channel, then please subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Impale that like button, and if you'd like to get our future updates, then stab the notification bell down below for that. As well, don't forget about the socials down below. You can follow me on all the major platforms. You can put in requests. There's a Spotify playlist there for songs and reactions I've already done, as well as some other links. So thank you very much for tuning in for this video. I appreciate all of your support and taking the time to watch these. I hope everybody has a wicked sick day. Cheers, everybody.